What it do, raza? Tony Bucks, Stanta Boxel with another video on Thurman versus Barrios. This upcoming Saturday pay-per-view with the Leo Santa Cruz versus the Keenan Carvajal undercard on the pay-per-view. But yeah, the Barrios versus Thurman. Thurman hasn't, he hasn't fought since the defeat, since the butt kicking Pacquiao gave him in 2019, first fight back. So you know what, PBC was all like, hey, you know what, let's feed Barrios to Thurman. I mean, that's how I see it. They're thinking, but it's also an opportunity for Barrios. Because he's a young cat, he's 26, 26-year-old versus 33-year-old Thurman, which you can say he might be past prime, barely, but I mean, with that butt kicking Pacquiao gave him, I mean, he kind of retired him for like a couple years, so we're gonna see how he comes back with Thurman, that is, since he took some time off. Took like 3 years off. So we're gonna see how he comes back, how he bounces back from the Pac defeat, from the legend, which now Pac lost to Ugas now, but I mean, that's what it is. He took Thurman's WBA, and Ugas got the WBA elevated since Pac wasn't fighting and retained it versus the Pac fight. But anyway, so we're gonna see how Thurman performs, since he be having like some shaky fights, a la Josecito Lopez. I didn't think Josecito Lopez is a dog. He's a warrior. He don't stop, nothing like that. He's fought the best out there, including Canelo, but I mean, I did not expect to see when Josecito almost ended Thurman. Like, I did not expect that. So, and a lot of people didn't expect it, So that tells you like Thurman declined a little bit, and even before the Pacquiao fight, So, so I mean, it's just Thurman. He wasn't really active. I don't know. That might be why or whatever. He wasn't really active enough to stay as sharp, because while he was coming up, he was sharp as heck. Like, he looked good, like, and strong. He's still strong, but he's not as sharp as he used to be. So I mean, life is good. He got paid and all that. So I mean, probably doesn't have the same motivation, the same hunger as he did when he was coming up. So I mean, that's just how it is. He probably lost some motivation, but now he's coming back versus Barrios. Now for Barrios, he's coming off a L too as well. So and a TKO versus Tank. So we're gonna see where Barrios is at. He was doing pretty good versus Tank. He was almost winning the fight. If he didn't get knocked out, he could have probably won the fight. So but he got TKO'd. So PBC seen that. He was kind of beating Tank. So why not? Why not give him a opportunity to face Thurman? And it's a good fight. I still have Thurman winning, but I wouldn't be surprised if Barrios beats him, which he's not a knockout puncher. But I mean, how I said, Thurman's been declining for whatever reasons outside of boxing, but which is a reason. He's not in the ring too much as he used to when he was coming up. So I don't know. It's boxing, you know. Everybody has a chance. One punch can change the fight in your favor. So I just gotta see, you know, what Thurman's made of as of now, after you know the beating Pac gave him, and if Barrios can outbox him, uh, you know, stick to the jab as he usually does, you know, with his movement. But we're gonna see how Thurman comes back. If he comes back strong with his movement, you know, he should be able to take Barrios out of there, cause Thurman, you know, is all about them KOs. So if he can KO you, he's gonna KO you. So yeah, like let's see how Thurman comes back. You know, his, you know, like on Instagram, he looks good. His post, his training post, you know, he be looking good, grinding it out on the daily. So there shouldn't be any excuses for neither of them. You know, like that's what they're paid to do, to train and fight. So hopefully they're training to the max, and to see who gets the dub. But yeah, I just believe Thurman edges it. You know, he might even get the KO. If Tank KO'd Barrios, then a bigger Thurman, if he's still the same fighter, you know, he should be able to KO or TKO Barrios as well. But you know, I'm still gonna be rooting for my Azteca. You feel me? You know, height doesn't really mean anything, as y'all seen versus Tank. He was utilizing it since he was jabbing and boxing him, right? But he got caught when he would go into exchanges with Tank. So I just think Barrios has to jab, stick and move, you know, as he does. That's his style, you know, box. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna go in and war it out with Thurman here and there. You know, Barrios 5'10" versus Thurman's 5'7". You know, I mean, Thurman's been fighting taller guys too as well, stronger guys. It's just we're gonna see what type of Thurman shows up. But I mean, you know, he's gonna fight a young, hungry lion. You know, that's what Barrios is, a young, hungry lion. If he were to beat Thurman, man, the sky's the limit. He'll, you know, he could get a crack at a champion, maybe sometime in the future. But he'll elevate himself to a higher position, since he's now gonna fight at welterweight 147 division. So moving up, we'll see if he carries any power up. Because at 140 he really didn't have power, you know. He was more of a boxer. He wouldn't really be about power punching and stuff like that. Even though, you know, you gotta respect a fighter either way. It don't matter if they don't have that much power, especially if they do. So you know, you can't get cocky and think you can't get knocked out, because one punch can change the fight. You know, so yeah, man. Thurman versus Barrios is gonna be an exciting fight for sure. An exciting fight, because Thurman is gonna bring it. He's gonna bring the show. He's gonna try to get a knockout one time. You know what I'm saying? One time is all you need to get knocked out. So that's his motto. He wasn't afraid to let that O go. You know, as Pac took his O. So we're gonna see how he comes back from the layoff, from the beating. We're just gonna see what type of Thurman comes back, and as well as Barrios, since they're both coming off a L, and we're gonna see how they do and who gets the W. Like who wants it more, who's hungry. Obviously, Thurman being in the same weight class and Barrios moving up, he has an edge since we don't know how Barrios is gonna perform with the new in the new division. Who knows if he's gonna stay there, if he's just moving up for that one fight and moving back down to 140. So we're gonna see. It's just a lot of factors, but still gonna root for the Azteca to get it done. But you know what? I'm still a Thurman fan as well. Been a fan since before he became champ. When he was calling out Floyd and all them guys. But you know what? I don't mind whoever wins this fight. I'm a fan of both guys. So we're gonna see what they bring, but hopefully they bring explosive blows and give all us fans and everybody in boxing a good fight, and hopefully we can enjoy it. I don't know how he said I could see Barrios winning. I can see Barrios winning a decision. I wouldn't say knockout or nothing like that. But Thurman's been in there and been shaky a couple times with some guys. So we'll see. Thurman has the power to knock Barrios out, but we're gonna see if he can take Barrios out of there, and we'll see if Barrios can withhold the punishment Thurman is gonna be wanting to bring to him. So we're gonna see if the Azteca can handle that and get the W or at least not get knocked out. I just think Thurman's gonna win either by unanimous decision or a knockout, because he's just a better fighter. He can box, he's athletic, he can move, he has really good movement. He's 33, he's still not he's getting out of his prime, but he's not completely out, but he should still have his legs to do all that movement and and try and get Barrios from angles and try to KO him. I just think Thurman's gonna win, and that's we're gonna leave it at that. The edge to Thurman, and I believe he's gonna win probably by TKO or unanimous decision. And but they also got Leo Santa Cruz on the pay-per-view undercard. Leo Santa Cruz also coming off a loss. He's been inactive to Tank Davis. Tank knocked the boy out. You know what I'm saying? Man, Santa Cruz my guy, bro. So I felt some type of way seeing him get knocked out. But I mean, that's just boxing. It was a good payday for sure. It was worth that knockout. I'm pretty sure he got some millions, and you can come back from a KO. As long as you have a strong mentality. To not let that get to you. But I mean, the Michoacanos coming back stronger and still wanting to fight. I believe he's gonna fight at 130, because his last fight obviously with Tank was at 135. For the belts, but I think he's gonna defend his WBA super belt at 130. But I'm not really sure. But it might be at 130, because I didn't hear what weight they're gonna fight at. But Leo Santa Cruz versus Keenan Carvajal, a pretty tall featherweight, 5'10". I don't know who he is, but I searched up his highlights, and I only found 2 fights. He's some. I don't think he's at Leo Santa Cruz level. I just think this fight's uh, you can say a tune-up fight for Santa Cruz, to see how he comes back from a loss. This is the type of fighter like Santa Cruz with like decision, maybe even TKO, but he hasn't had really TKOs in a while. But this is a fight for like Santa Cruz to like get back on track to, to his winning ways. So from there, if he gets the win, he will probably fight better opposition, because this Carvajal guy, he's ranked like 111th in the world. So you know what I'm saying? That's 111th in the world. Like, he's facing like the number one guy in a division, or in the top five at least. Top five champs, because there's a couple champs at 130. So we're gonna see how Leo Santa Cruz comes back, how he looks in this fight with Carvajal. We're gonna be rooting for Santa Cruz as always. Been a fan since before he was champ. So been and I am a big Santa Cruz fan. So I'm always gonna be following his career. But yeah, the Carvajal, he doesn't have any wins versus any top fighters. He's 111th in the world, so he doesn't really have that experience versus guys at the top. But I mean, now he's gonna be getting a chance. It's boxing, anything can happen. I always say this: one hit can change the whole fight. So all he has to do, man, go in there, not be intimidated. But how can you not be, when you're facing a champion? But they're fighters, you gotta go in there and try your hardest and try to get the W, and try to become and make something out of your career. So I mean, either way, good luck to Carvajal too. And hopefully we get a good fight. I see that fight being Leo Santa Cruz dominant win, and yeah, like I said, either unanimous decision or TKO. But you know what? Santa Cruz really doesn't go for the KOs. If he can, he will. But since he's a volume puncher, he'll get all the way to round 12 and try to win by his volume punching, and yeah, hopefully we get an exciting fight and be worth the pay-per-view, since we're gonna be watching that for sure. But yeah, man, that was my video on Barrios versus Thurman. Leo Santa Cruz's comeback, Thurman's comeback, and it's like a comeback of like losses, because the main guys, Thurman and Santa Cruz, took a L, and even Barrios, took a L. Now they're all coming back, trying to get in the winning column. So we're gonna see who takes the win, and let's hope for exciting fights this upcoming weekend, and enjoy a good night of boxing. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share my videos, so it reaches more places. But yeah, anyways, shout out to my people in the USA, Mexico, and the UK, since those are the main countries that rock on my channel. So salute to you guys for rocking my channel, and we're gonna be trying to put more content out. But meanwhile, we get it rolling again since the new year and all that. Fighters starting to get dates and all that. But you know what? We're gonna be putting out content once fights are confirmed, and we're gonna be keeping the ball rolling, man. So yeah, you know, good looks for watching my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and being supporters, man. Good looks. Thema Boxel, Tony Bugs, y'all already know what it is. Stay up for the next video.